Well, back home now, young entrepreneurs from across the country have gathered at the Civic Theatre in Bloemfontein for the 4th Youth Entrepreneurs Expo. The aim of the expo is to create a platform for young entrepreneurs to network and create opportunities for future expansion of their businesses. SABC's Palesa Moeti joins us now live from the Youth Expo. Palesa, good afternoon. And with youth unemployment such a rife issue, how far does an expo like this go to address such an issue?
Well, indeed, youth unemployment is actually quite high, and all along government has been talking about starting up businesses in a way as, in a form of creating jobs for young people, they themselves creating their own jobs. I'm actually joined right now by the MEC for Economic Development, Mr. Mashinini, to take us through exactly what is it that he will be sharing with young people today, and also concerns, following a report that came out by the by the evaluation committee on small businesses, which says that only half of young people are actually starting up businesses, and actually more than half of those businesses end up not succeeding at all, failing completely. Mr. Mashinini, thank you for joining us. Just take us through what is it that you'd like to say to young people today.
One of the things that we are looking for is to make sure that young people enter the mainstream of the economy, support them. And today, the main purpose is to make sure that we look at what they can do. Because when you enter into a business, you must be innovative. That's the whole idea. We are looking around those things. How can we support them? That's an issue that we're going to deal with them. And secondly, one of the issues that is very critical is an issue of how do we make sure that their businesses become sustainable. Because like you have indicated, that you'll find that people opens a business now, and then later, a few months later down the line, it collapses. What can be done? That's why we are partnering in this thing with Transnet and also ISITA, so as to make sure, and including some of the institution, to educate, because that's an issue that we must look around, so that when a person gets in, he must understand that this is how I must invest my money, this is how I must look at my business, so that I must not look back again. I must basically grow. That's the whole purpose of making with young people. And you must remember that this is a youth month. We are saying you can enter into that business. Please come in, enter into the business. Let's see where we can help you.
Speaking to young people yesterday who are in businesses, the type of business that one would start is actually quite critical. Which sort of businesses would you say that young people should actually explore, which stand a likelihood of being successful?
Inside here you have Expo. They're exposing some of the ideas that they're having. Very energetic. Some of them are writing books. Some of them are making drinks. We must begin to say how best we can basically assist them. But like I indicated, the critical issue is that when you enter into the business, you must make sure that your business is sustainable. And I think it is our responsibility also to make sure that their business is sustainable. That's why we are bringing in the SITA. That's why we have other institutions, the Damelin and so on. Why they are here is to educate, so that when you enter there, at least you understand, you have the basics right.
One of the issues that came up today was young people want to know, in terms of money, how much is allocated to assist startup businesses?
We have a program as a government that looks at small businesses. We have a program that looks at SMMEs as to how we can assist them. And that's money, we looked at them, but we don't just do that without first looking at them. That's why you bring the SITAs, that's why you bring the Transnet in. You know what we are doing? We make sure that you take it through these processes, so that when you enter into a business, you must know that the little cent that you are using, don't throw it away. You must be able to save it so that the business can basically grow. I'm very happy with the attendance here. It shows that young people out there, they can see that it does not help to sit at home. Do something, and this is the intention. Do something, you can win. And one of the things that I think is also critical is also to make sure that out there, look at what you can do. It's amazing when you look inside here. You can see that some of them are looking at the books, some of them are making the drinks, some of them are saying, I was checking at some, I'm not going to divulge the amount of figures that they are making. They are making a lot of money. But what is critical is for them to save that money so that the business can grow. if we can continue in this particular fashion. And I've said next time we move out of Bloemfontein, we go to Welkom, we go to Kwakwa, in all these areas, so that we must begin to energize young people. This is where we can go.
Thank you very much for your time,
Yebo,
MEC.
yebo.
That is the MEC for Economic Development here in the Free State, Mr. Sam Mashinini. He'll be going back inside to address the young people on exactly what he's just spoken to us about. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
Palesa, thank you very much. Palesa Moeti, live from Bloemfontein there at that Entrepreneurs Expo.